first place as usual, Titan. Level 2 White Lion is what we decided. Were we crazy? We must be out of our minds. One of these days it's gonna open when I try it. I am doing alright. Long drive today. Well, not long drive. That's just me complaining. I spent the weekend, went on a golf trip with some buddies. We came back from out of state today. So that is why the stream is delayed. I had to race home. We had some massive gear upgrades too, right? Golf was good. It was a good weekend, just to get out. Got to see a bunch of old friends I don't see a whole lot anymore, and it was just nice to get out of town, you know. So let's make sure these gear grids are up to date. So they are not. Wait, but we couldn't give it. Could we not give it to the red person? Do they have? No, red's good. Idril's fine. So that row's good. That row's good. White lion coat down here. I got sunburned. Back of my neck. Even my lips are sunburned right now. Okay, that's good for the bow. But this is Elena now. Back to our archer. Why are we going for white lion? What do we not have? I believe it's mostly to try to complete the armor set. Resource farm to get ready for Dragon King. Because once he takes over, things are going to go crazy. So we got leather mask, leather cuirass, leather bracers. Oops. Boots. We need to get some freaking iron so that we can get that sword. That needs to be the biggest focus for us. That sword is crazy. Just a little harder. Whoa, now. I'm already worried about this one being too hard for us. We don't have great weapons. Bone pickaxe. Okay. So this is now going to be leather. Oh, man. Leather. And what do we get here? So, departure is 2 insanity. 2 total evasion and 2 survival on departure. So 2 evasion from this guy because he has 1 permanent green affinity. And then 2 strength. Nope, just 1 strength. Because he has -2 red affinities, I believe. Yep, -2 red. So just the 1 strength. Okay, and Idril's taking this for this round. With the bone blade. Green. Gimli. Gimli's gone full rawhide. But we replaced stone noses with dried acanthus. I like that. So that's a 2 survival, 2 departure survival. in addition to the other two that he has. None on arrival anymore because we got rid of the stone noses. We got 1 evasion from the vest, 1 evasion from the grease. Okay, that's good. Rawhide. And white is Aerith. Did we change this to Gimli? Perfect. Let's check on Aerith's. So, Katars. This is a skull helm now. Dridecanthus in the middle. Stone nose. So we'll switch that over there. Founding stone. Oh, he's got another founding stone too. So this is a cat eye circlet. Bone axe. And founding stone. Bonuses is 2 departing survival. 1 and 1 for the stone nose. No evasion anymore. No monster grease, so. Doesn't even have a skirt. We should probably put a skirt on. Take a founding stone off, put a cloth on there. It's probably a better move. Yeah. They're my sanity. But I think just a level 2 white lion will be more than enough for us. I think it's already going to be a tough fight. Hopefully this will be the last time we have to fight the lion this whole campaign. I'd love to farm Dung Beetle and Dung Beetle and Dragon King. Oh, that would be great. Okay, we are all updated on the grids. So we're working on bow proficiency, Katar, axe, and sword. They're all pretty important ones. We do want the bone axe. We want to do mineral gathering, I'm pretty sure. Not for sure. Titan is not confirmed there. Do we need 1? How many things do we need for? So we need 2 iron. It's kind of crappy. We don't have enough scrap and storage anymore. We only have 1, so we can't turn that into an iron. I want to go to mineral gathering to see exactly what we're up. Yep. There's a chance. Not a very big one, especially if Bill's around. So if we roll on this, hemophobia is absolutely terrible. Broken Lantern isn't the worst. So we have to get a 6 through 7 to get an iron. Bill does not hate you. Bill just hates the danger chicken. Okay, let's set this up. Let's get going. Hunt, white lion, level 2. Alright, I'm going to depart us up here. Okay, Elena, first up. Okay, I'm going to put, oh shoot. Forgot about mineral gathering. Ooh, what's the one we needed for overwhelming darkness? where we all get to choose Path of the Brave. Is that our conviction? That's not till 12. So Path of the Brave can still be, or Overwhelming Darkness can still be tough. We got Good Courage. Oh, it is just Song of the Brave. You're right. Good Courage, Bad Courage on Idril. But she won't be doomed. She'll be insane at least. Not great. I'm gonna just put Mineral Gathering. I don't think we get a bonus for Mineral Gathering, only on this one. So we're just gonna put Mineral Gathering up there short. Actually, we'll probably just resolve it on the first space. Let me see if I can find it really quick. I think it's in the basics. It may not be. No, it is not. Special hunt events. Which is going to be a tiny section of cards. There they are at the back. Put these back. Yep, right there. Okay, we'll put that as the first hunt event that we resolve. So Elena steps up, says, I know the way, and Mineral Gathering. Let's see if we can get our hands on some iron and not snap our pickaxe. So Mineral Gathering, every survivor with a pickaxe rolls on the table. Show me something. 6, 7. Oh my gosh, that's huge! Okay. So 6 through 7, you find one iron strange resource. As you free it, roll a d10. So bad things could still happen, but we snagged that iron. Now we just have to hope there's a way we can get one in the like an iron ore in the hunt or in the showdown. I mean. Now we got to roll again and we want low here. Low, 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 low. No way. So archive the pickaxe. Snapped it. It's going to be tough to get our hands on that other iron ore now. Okay, well we got one. 1-to-1 trade. Lion Sculpture. The crudely... Oh, wait. Sorry, I forgot we were doing them like this. The crudely arranged effigy stands before the survivors, decorated with small metal trinkets, human fingers, and stuffed with dried tall grass. Their quarry sculpture confounds the survivors. The survivors gaze at the arrangement, attempting to glean the substance of the White Lion's bizarre inhuman intelligence. Each survivor gains an understanding and an insanity. Nobody hit insight. Everybody gets an insanity. And then we have to roll a random hunt event. $41. $41 shows Nightmare. That sounds good. The event revealer dreams of the upcoming hunt. The great beast vanishes during their battle and secretly follows them back to the settlement. They helplessly watch as it devours all they know and love. The event revealer gains a D10 insanity and a -1 evasion token. Wow. And a D10 of insanity? They already have 20. Three. Okay. If the settlement has a savior, which we don't. If no survivor in the settlement or hunting party has the Twilight Sword, the event revealer envisions a maniacal versions of themselves wielding the blade and gleefully slaughtering the beast. They awake to find a twilight sword at their side, humming gently against their body. Instinctively, the survivor recognizes the weight of the weapon's curse and the promise of its power. The event revealer gains a Twilight Sword rare gear. They may also select Twilight Sword as their weapon proficiency type and gain +1 weapon proficiency with this type. That is our archer, so we will not be taking that proficiency. But unfortunately, we do have to take that stupid weapon. Do I have the rare gear out? It's a big section. I must have it out somewhere. Yep, right there. Well, I guess we gotta see if we can get him to Bowmaster before Twilight Sword does something dumb. We still have our 2 lucks, so we're still good. Alright, that's the end of that event. Okay. Next up is Aerith. White Lion Cub, we know the deal. We are definitely going to partake. So 4 random basic resources. Let's give them a little shuffle. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Decent little spread, I guess. So we each took 1, now we roll. We want it high again. 6, that's pretty good. I think that's nothing happens. 4 through 7. Oh, begin the showdown immediately. Okay then. If you say so. That's right, thank you. You told me that last time. I forgot. Thank you, thank you. Alright, so setup, showdown for level 2, and please put an iron ore out there. Please! Debris pile. That's lame. Can we at least get a scrap out of it? We get a scrap sword. Scavenger kit. That would help. It'd be nice to get the scrap sword for Idril till we... I need to read real quick. On Cursed. Okay. Lame. So let's open this back up. And go to Showdown White Lion. Because I'm also pretty sure there's supposed to be 2 sets of... yeah. Oh, did that change? No, maybe it didn't. We do have Manhunter, no Gorm. But Manhunter, yes. So let's get the debris pile. I think it has to be a board edge, right? Adjacent to any board edge, yep. So we'll get it up here because we'll make our way up there. We're going to move these, and we're definitely going to move that crap out of here. So we need to be 6 away. 1. Put that under us here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because I got to be a little ways away. And they have to be 4 away from each other. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Perfect. That is the best setup for Lion. Aside from his cunning. Just to refresh ourselves on a level 2. He's got 10 basic and 5 advanced. So 16 total life points, 15 cards. Ooh, +1 speed, +1 damage. Did forget about that. Oops. Damage and speed. And then Cunning is a new trait that he has. At the end of each monster turn, the monster extends its claws. And then there's a break in the flow. So this one you can dash away from. If there are any adjacent survivors, target one randomly. So as long as we dash away from being adjacent, there's no problem with that one. So let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. We'll let Lion go first. Gotta do it. Where's our scavenger kit person? It's Elena. Who's got the best evasion here? Is Gimli. And Idril. Idril has better armor than Gimli. So we're going to do this little number here. We're going to go switch. Because they're going to be going for the debris pile. Probably after they land a hit on this Lion. Alright, let's do it. Oh, it's a mood. Alert. When a survivor moves into a space within the zone of death, stop their movement. They gain the priority target token. It's tough. Yeah, that's tough. What are you going to do, you know? Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's only 4 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're all in it except for Gimli. Gimli and Aerith, of course, but so somebody's gonna have to trigger that, right? I mean, honestly, that's just gonna have to be triggered. So we'll move like this. 1. We moved in the zone, so the line's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Then basic attack Idril. Their basic attack is 3, 2, 2. So Idril has 3 evasion plus 2 from the grass, so 3 speed, 7 accuracy. So we just need some sub 7s here. 3 10s! 3 10s. Hello. Are you joking? Oops, I need to apply arrival bonuses, in case that helps us at all. So we're going to dodge one. We'll just decide which one we dodge. So I'm rolling 3, but I only have to take 2 of them. And it's 2 damage to each. So we got body, body, waste. We will be dodging one of the bodies, taking a body hit and a waste hit. 2 body. Oops, sorry. And 2 waste. We should have 4 at every location, but I forgot to add the armor set in here, so it didn't know to apply it. It's on me. Okay, now we can discard alert. Stop their movement, priority target, discard alert. Yep, perfect. So now with Elena, we'll go search this real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll search the debris pile. Just because I want to maybe get a scrap sword. I'm going to have to... Ooh. Whatever I pick up in there, I'm going to have to replace something in here. So we may not be doing that actually. We may be sidestepping and shooting at his face. So 3 accuracy, or 3 speed, accuracy of 6 plus. Where are those 310s at? Only one. But we are bow proficient with this individual, so we can re-roll any misses once. Looking for 6s. Okay, we ended up with 2. 2 hits. Oh my gosh. Top shuffled trap. Thanks, Sim. Sometimes I think it does it on purpose, to be honest. It happens a little too often for it to be random. Attacker's doomed. Perform basic action targeting the attacker. Thank goodness I stayed in the brush. Okay. We've been doing 3 shuffles this. It's been working. So as basic action, we know what is Elena's evasion? 0. Yikes. So anything under a 4 misses. Hit, hit, hit. 1, 2, 3. Worth 2 damage each. Elena might die. These have to land exactly right, or she could be in deep water. Okay, head, body. Alright, that's one way they could land. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. She is knocked down. We gotta do some damage here. I mean, these are our damage dealers. So, Gimli 1, 2, 3. Gimli in the blind spot with the axe, actually. We brought our red fist individual out, so we need to give everybody another temporary strength real quick. Oops, no, it did it for us. Yep, it did. I just must not have had it input correctly last time, because I know it didn't do it for us. We're good. We've been playing it right. So Gimli, from behind, no accuracy, 2 speed, 5 plus from the blind spot. A 1 and a 2. Surge it is. Can we please do better than that? That's better. 2 for 2 on the second time around. 1, 2. We are definitely going to go for the neck first. No, we're not. We're going to go for Beast's back. No, we're not, because he is not axe proficient. Sorry, I thought he was axe proficient. So without proficiency, his toughness is 10, and we're rocking 5. So it's still kind of a hard hit. Hard to hit, I should say. So we need a 5 plus to wound. It's not going to do it. Miss, and try again. 5 plus. That'll do it. Thank goodness. 1 luck, so we do not crit it, but at least Beast's back is out. And he surged. Gimli surged, so let's try Aerith. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mr. Aerith. Aerith has an accuracy too. So Lion Beast Guitars is 4 speed, because they're paired. And 5 plus from the blind spot. 1, 2. Not terrible. Bad failure. Okay, nothing on Beast's heel. We do not have Guitar proficiency yet. But before I forget, Gimli landed a wound with that axe, which is nice. And right now it's Aerith with the guitars, who I don't think has any... Ooh, he is proficient. Why is that not showing up here? Oh, right there. Cancel reactions on the first selected hit location. So we are going to do Beast's scapular deltoid first. We're going to cancel that failure reaction. No matter what, that failure is canceled. So with our speed, we are looking at, or with our strength, we're looking at 7 total strength, so 3 plus to wound here. I don't like the look of that 1. I could see it from the beginning. And next. Thankfully, we got to cancel that reaction. 4 is enough to wound, even if it's not a great one. He's going to surge for surely. We got to try to do some damage here. 5 plus from the blind spot. Got 2 more. 1, 2. As absolutely brutal with the traps. Aerith with 1 evasion is caught, savagely mauled. 3 speed. Need a couple 1s and 2s here, people. 1, so 2 hits, worth 2 damage each. Also, very low armor on this individual. Head and hands. Head's okay. Arms is a heavy. He's knocked. There's a bug that it doesn't move. Is there really? Well, if it's top, we'll redo it. I'm going to surge with Idril. No, I'm not. She's just got the bone blade. It's not worth a surge. I'll keep it as a... I screwed up cunning on his first hand. That's on me. I'll wear that. I'll be sure to be better about that moving forward. Okay. We're probably going to go back to him. He's going to target Gimli. Gimli's got some decent evasion, so maybe I'll dash. No, Gimli's got good armor too. He could take a hit. Grasp. It's not going after him anyways. Closest knockdown survivor in range. So it's a tie between Aerith and Elena. It's not going to matter because we're going to dodge it. And then there won't be any after damage. Because there's no damage. Because we're going to dodge it. But we do get to pick. I think one of them has better evasion, right? Elena's got none. Aerith has 1 at least. So go after Aerith just in case we can roll a 1 or a 2. 1. How about the opposite of 1? Okay, so Aerith is going to dodge that. Therefore, there's no after damage. Oh, gosh. We didn't play this very well, did we? because we're like all adjacent. 2 people knocked down are adjacent. This is going to become a... No, we're all adjacent. This is an expensive turn because we're going to have to do some dash chaining. So Idril is going to have to dash and encourage Elena. Elena's up. Elena is going to dash. I don't really care about the debris pile, honestly. To here, I guess. And she will encourage Aerith. This is all happening in the break and flow. Aerith is going to have to dash. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then Gimli's going to have to dash 1, 2. We'll go 1, 2. We'll just go 1 with Gimli. But Gimli gets the chance to get it back on a 6+. 4, so he loses it. Okay, so there's nobody adjacent, so he doesn't do cunning. So then it's back to us. We need to do some damage to the guy. Bo needs the proficiency point. Qatar got it, even though I didn't. Even though I forgot to give him the point. And Gimli got it, but other than that, Idril, it'd be nice to get a sword, and Elena, it'd be nice to get a bow. So let's start with Elena, who's just going to shoot him in the rump. I might jump up in the blind spot to just take a blind spot bonus with this bow. This bow's going to be our crit machine, so we're going to do that. 3 with an accuracy of 5+. Overslept the nap. That sounds like a good nap, Mike. 1, 2, 3 hits. Bing, bang, boom. I put that in the wrong one. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Nice. This is big. This could be big. Okay. Luck with the Vespertine bow. So we are wounding on a 6+, and they're all crits. 6+ is crit, and it's only got 4 strength, so 6+ is a wound. So it's crit or bust, starting with the ribs. I'm so tired of seeing ones. Beast's ear. 7. That's better. That's a crit. -1 accuracy token. Good one to crit. No resource, but we love the minus attributes. So that's out of here. And that's out of here. And now we'll be rolling against Beast's tail. Looking for another. Oh, another -1 accuracy would be awesome. 6+, come on. 4. Sucks. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sucks. Aerith could still get behind him. 1, 2, 3, 4. Aerith, what do you got? Aerith's got guitars. Looking for 5s. I see a couple. I see 3. 1, 2, 3. I have the choice to cancel reactions on the first card. I'm going to cancel reactions on this Beast's Elbow failure. That's the order we're going to do it in. Because he's got 7 strength, these weapons, so I like that. Alright, let's start with Beast's Elbow first. I can cancel this reaction. Actually, you know what? Pause. This one will probably be the worst to fail. Because that'd be 4 damage. So I'm actually going to do that one first, and we're going to cancel that one. We're going to play it safe. Cancel this reaction because of the guitars. 3+ to wound. Alright, I guess it was a good one to ignore. I can't with these dice, man. They're terrible. 3+. Alright. So we wounded him, so we gained priority target token. Traded a wound for the token. Beast's Elbow. Need another 3+. Would prefer a crit. 6 is at least not a failure. He's definitely surging. Down to 2 survival. Yeah, I think I need it to dash. I know that. I know I need it to dash. But there's still 10 health points. We've only done 5 damage. We've only done 5 wounds. We'll let Gimli try first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gimli's got 3 survival at least. So 2 speed. Let's get this one out of here. So 2 speed in the blind spot. We're looking for 5+. 1. Strange hand. This would be a really good one to crit. Could end up with a permanent strength. It's just an astounding amount of 1s. Oh, basic action, targeting the attacker. That's highly unfortunate. His dodge ability is 3, though. And we got a -1 accuracy, so it's basically a 4. So anything under a 6 misses. This will probably be a great roll. 2, 4, 5. Guess it wasn't. And we'll surge with Gimli, because we got to do the survival actions with him. So he's got Thrill Seeker, and his Rawhide armor, so he gets on a 6+, he gets to keep that survival. So close. Alright, we're attacking with the Bone Axe again. So 2 speed, now we have to have 6+, because we are not in the blind spot anymore. 6 and 6, 2 for 2. 1, 2. Terrible. So on a wound we get hurt on that one. Alright, we'll go after Beast's chest first, I guess. We'll go after this one. We need a 5+. Show me a crit. Show me a failure. This is absolutely unacceptably horrific rolling. Oh, he's gonna run through us. I didn't even realize he was facing us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Elena gets absolutely smashed out of the way. I think. I don't exactly remember. If a survivor lands on top of a survivor, I think they go back like 5. Or is it just the one space behind? I don't remember. Might just be one behind. But Gimli and Aerith are knocked down, and they each take 2 damage to a random location. Waste. Aerith can't afford to take 2 anywhere. Especially not the... Oh, okay. Body's actually alright. Alright. Aerith still has the priority target token. And that's really all we can do. Actually, Idril hasn't gone. We love the sword proficiency point, so we'll jump into the blind spot here. Bone Blade is 2, 6, and 5, so 2, 5, and 5. Oh, 2 for 2. Oh, joy. Both failures are terrible. We need a 5+ on each. So this we had to archive the gear. Need a couple of 5+s here. Really, really, really bad. They're basically the same. Except that one knocks the white lion down. Show me a 10. 8. That's good enough to wound. Something the rest of the team is struggling to do. So that is a point. The sword. How about another 5+ in there? Like a 10 maybe. One short, really. Just really bad rolling. Really bad rolling. So it's just basic action. Three evasion. So anything sub 6. Miss, miss, miss. Good, thank you. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Alright. So we've got 3 people adjacent for the end of the lion's turn, is my guess. We gotta go back to lion. Did I remove one? I did. Okay. Lion's turn again. Claw. Closest threat facing in range. Unfortunately, priority target token is over there, so he has to target Aerith, because they had priority target token. Aerith's got an evasion. The grass has given him 2 more, so that's 3 total on top of 2, so 5. -1 accuracy is 6, so 3 speed. Some more sub 6s. Miss and hopefully miss. Okay, miss, miss. So 1 hit Aerith, and I think Aerith's really low on armor. Waste though, we could take. Save that survival. That's the end of Claw. Now he's going to do his nasty thing. So Idril is going to dash here. 1, 2, 3. And she's going to have to use a survival to encourage. And she's going to have to encourage... Man, I don't know. Aerith to his feet. Stand up. And Aerith's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then in... Oh, so Aerith dashed. And now he's encouraging Gimli, who's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So Gimli dashed to get there, but he's going to try to get that survival point back with a 6+. We've failed all of these survival retention rolls this round. So why would we hit that one? Did you see the way that dice just like froze in the middle of the air? It just like stopped rolling and sat right down. Okay. Nobody's next to him for cunning. We pretty much have to kill him on this turn or things are going to get really, really ugly for our survivors. So we're going to move up here with Elena because she would have stood up that round. Elena's going to take a shot with the bow. 3 speed, 6 plus. 0 for 3. We get to reroll any misses once because we're bow proficient. Better, but not really. 1 hit. And it's an impervious spot. Cool. So no damage can be done. But if we crit it, we get a Shimmering Mane. We didn't even crit it. So we don't get nothing. We don't get nothing. This is really tough. This is not looking good. Gotta surge. Gotta try to put this stupid lion down. 3 speed, 6 plus. 1 hit so far. We get to reroll these 2 misses. 3 for 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. -1 movement. Okay, if we could knock the white lion down, if we can crit Beast's Heel, that's going to be big. We need a 6 plus for a crit with our bow. This is our crit farm character. We should be able to get a 6, no problem. 9. Yes. Let's be sure to get rid of this. The white lion is knocked down. And then persistent injury, ruptured tendon. Has the chance to be continually knocked down. It feels good to get a hit that you're supposed to. Alright, now we're on to Beast's Knee. We could cripple him with a -1 movement here. Hit him while he's down with another crit. Yeah, that would have been asking too much. A 1 again. If anybody's keeping track, that's like our 6th one of the game. Alright, and the temple. Crit. Persistent injury. Whenever the white lion draws an AI, roll 1. We'll roll 1d10. If the result is 1 or 2, discard it and end the monster's turn. 2 persistent injuries. Neither of them got us resources. Bummer. That's alright. That was a good surge. Definitely worth the surge there. So let's have Aerith run over here with the Cathars, I guess, and attack with the Cathars while they're knocked down. This could be big. It's 4 speed. How many cards are left? 8. Bad odds. Let's do, actually, well, somebody's gonna possibly trigger the trap. Yeah, we'll get up here into the grass with Gimli. Does Gimli has some evasion too. So evasion plus the grass, if he triggers the trap, it should be okay. So it's 2 speed succeeding on 3 plus because the lion is knocked down. Still could only manage to pull 1 wound. Failure, or the reaction is cancelled on this because he's knocked down. So even if I fail, it does not matter, but I'm not failing. Bingo. So it's a hit and a card discarded. And I think that gets everybody should have their proficiency point. Because Cathars have whooped on him. I know Elena shot him with the bow. Yeah, we've critted a couple times just now with the bow, so I just forgot to give him that. Okay. 6 life points left, so he's not gonna die. really afford to surge. So I think we're going to have to retreat to the grass with Aerith. And we could even Cat Eye Circlet. We have 3 safe cards. We may end up surging. Feel like we have to. Feel like we have to surge with Gimli. Well, Idril hasn't even gone yet. Idril could go. With the Bone Blade. Since there's no fear of pulling the trap. No survival though, so we're out of the ability to dash out of the way. Trap is coming soon, but we looked at the top 3. We're safe there. She could be replaced if she has to be. So 2 speed, 3 plus. Accuracy. Big. 2 for 2. We got Crushed Windpipe and a failure that can't take place. Crit here would be ideal by all means. Chance to go back-to-back 10s would be great. We need a 5 plus to wound. Okay, that's a wound. We like to wound. And this, whose reaction is also cancelled. There we go, another one. If I had $1 for every one we rolled tonight. Failure, thankfully, no issues with the failure because... Oh, nice! And actually, because these leather boots are connected with Idril, at the end of your act you may move a space. So we're going to go skirt and not be adjacent. Because the lion's here. Yeah. Nice. Alright. And that is going to be just the absolute best we can do. Aside from surging with Gimli. Which is dangerous because we're probably going to need it to dash. So, pass it back to the lion. We do have some persistent injuries. When it starts its movement, it's knocked down, or when it draws an AI. So it's going to draw an AI, but roll a d10. If it's a 1 or a 2, we just get to straight up end its turn. This would be a great time for a 1 or a 2. I'm not sure I've ever really gotten to take advantage of a persistent injury. Yeah, surprise, surprise. Okay, so he is going to be able to perform Bat Around, which is closest threat facing in range. So he would stand. He was absolutely not facing that way. We will be flipping him to face Gimli. 2, 5, and 1. And Gimli has 3 evasion, plus the 2 he gets from here, and a -1 accuracy. So the lion only hits on 11s. Perfect. So none. Over. No after damage, because there was no damage. But now he's going to do that stupid cat thing. So he's going to stick his claws out. We are going to dip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That might be Gimli's last survival. We're going to roll to see if we can get it back. We need a 6 plus. Come on. 7. Thank you. He also has Thrill Seeker, so whenever you gain survival during the showdown phase, gain an additional. So he gets 2 back for that. Buzzer beater. Okay. So we got to be really smart about how we do this. Because that trap is definitely coming. And we don't really want the wrong person to be in the way. So who has great evasion? Idril does. Oh, and she's got a lot of good armor. So Idril is going to run... Idril's going to run to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Attack him from the side with the sword. With the bone blade. 2 speed, looking for 6s. 1. Okay, we know that's safe, so we may be able to scrape another wound out of this. But he's back on his feet, so this failure is on the table if it's under a 5. Hello, another one, another one. Oh my gosh. The monster roars triumphantly. Roll a d10 on a 4+, suffers a brain damage and is knocked down. Yeah, here comes the 10 right here. 6 is good enough. 1 brain damage to Idril and she's knocked down. We are rolling so terribly. Alright, Gimli. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gimli's right up here in his face. He doesn't care. He's not scared. Bone Axe. 2 speed, 6+. Show me some hits here. It's a crit. Okay. No reaction here. 5+. That'll do it. It's good for a wound. I was kind of hoping to pull the trap there, because that's the best way we could plan for it. So Aerith is going to circle it, I suppose. Yeah. Aerith is going to Cat Eye Circlet to look at these 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to put the trap on top. I really hope this doesn't backfire. It definitely could, but I don't think it will. And then we're going to surge with Gimli. Let's see if he gets to keep that with a 6+. He doesn't. This might backfire. 2 speed. We need it. We have to have at least 1 6 here. Have to have it. We got it. We got 2. So, trap. Pulled it on purpose. That's what we wanted. We'll shuffle these up. And he's attacking Gimli. Gimli has 3 evasion, plus the 2 from the grass, plus this -1 accuracy, so that's 6 total. So it is 3 speed, 8+ to hit Gimli. Gimli may not look it, but he's very, very evasive. 3 misses. So trap is no big deal there. Now we are looking at needing to wound 4 more cards away, 5 total. And I believe that Elena is really the only one with the option to do so. So Elena's gonna wind back and take a shot with that bow. Vespertine bow, 3 speed, 6+ for accuracy. We got 1, 2. We can re-roll any misses once. Show me that 6+. 3, 4, 3. She's getting pretty good with that bow. Okay. So we definitely want to do femur first. Beast's ribs is no big deal. We'll do beast's chest last. So femur up to start. 6+ for a crit. We need some crits here for some resources. There we go. That's a crit. So it's also a -1 movement. -1 movement. And a White Lion resource. Let's go. I didn't bring him out. 1, 2, 3. We need all the fur, all of it. That's a bone. Okay, what do we got here? Another resource? Nope. Just a -1 toughness. Looking for a 6+. Another crit. So -1 toughness. Where were these rolls earlier, Mike and Titan? I don't know if Titan's maybe cashed out by now. I hope he's getting some good rest. And last but not least is Beast's Chest. Bang. So that's a crit. You strike at the White Lion's stout heart. Gain a random White Lion resource. I like that. Fur. Yes. If the result is a 10, the White Lion dies instantly. Forgot about the 3D printer. What did you forget? I'm owed this 10, I think. Really. I'm owed a 10 right here. No, I'm not owed anything. Let's not forget to issue the wound there. And you already know that we are going to be surging here. Big surge chance. 3 speed, 6+. 2 wounds to win it. 2 hits so far. How about a third? No, sir. Just 2. 1, 2. Is this wound the basic action? That's so dumb. Okay. Oh, cool. Yep. You're right, Mike. Okay. Beast's Scapular Deltoid. Don't be like that. I hate it when the dice don't roll out. Okay. Failure. So he's going to take off running. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's going to drag Gimli with him. Gimli's going to take 2 damage to his body. Unavoidable stuff. What is this wonderful channel? Well, my friend, this is where we live stream Kingdom Death Monster, a board game created by Adam Poots. We meet up every Sunday evening and play. I play it here by myself, but as you can see, Mike and Titan, there's 5 or 6 of us that get together and enjoy the world of Kingdom Death together. Alright, so that's pretty much all we can do. There's really not else we can do, so we have to pass our turn back over to the White Lion. So, and we can't forget that we hit his... No, it was this. We hit his temple. So whenever he draws an AI, we get to roll that d10 to maybe end his turn. So he's going to draw it. We're going to take a die. Yep, we have a Discord that we all communicate in together. And we need a 1 or a 2 right here. Ooh, a 2. A 1! There it is. Discard that card and end the monster's turn. Into the garbage for you, young man. But I do think this is at the end of the monster's turn, so he's going to try to extend. But we'll let... Thank you for the sub, AJ. Welcome to the crew. Hope you like it here. Happy to have you. We're going to have Elena spend a survival to encourage Gimli. Gimli will then parlay his final survival to dash away. 1, 2, 3, 4. And hopefully get that back. So Gimli has the rawhide armor, which means he gets the chance to save his survival if he can roll higher than a 6. He can. Parlay that with the fact that he's a thrill seeker. Whenever you gain survival during the showdown phase, gain an additional one. So he gets 2. He got 2. And the White Lion can't do squat. So Idril's back up. We all have our weapon proficiency points. I'm going to have Aerith activate his Cat Eye Circlet. So we'll reveal those next 3 monster hit locations. 1, 2, 3. They're all safe. Do any of these get us resources? No, they do not. It's okay. Okay, so that turn is done. So now we're going to have probably Elena. No, that's right. We'll have Gimli jump into the blind spot here with his bone axe, 2 speed. We're looking for a 5+. We need 2 of them. We got 1. So 1 hit brings up soft belly. We knew it was coming. A debilitating blow to the soft belly. We have 5 strength against the White Lion's 10 toughness, so we need a 5+ to wound this big dummy. Hey now, we have a luck. So that 9 turns into a 10, which means we crit this guy. So we get a random White Lion resource. Another great camp bone. And because we attacked with the bone axe, it is savage. Once per attack, if you critically wound, cause an additional wound. So we would wound him, and then final attack kills him. He's dead. That was kind of painful. As far as level 2s go, he meant business. Now we get to come over here to rewards. So on a level 2 for Aftermath, we're all going to gain 2 Hunt XP, but only 1 weapon proficiency level. And then our rewards. So I made sure to give us all our proficiency points. So we complete the showdown. Looks like, let me make a little note here. Looks like Elena and Aerith are each going to age. I can't believe Bill didn't stop in tonight. And then we're going to get 5 endeavors when we come back. So we'll return and advance the year, 4 basic resources, and 6 White Lion resources. So 1, 2, nice, 3, nice. We want 1 more scrap. Perfect bone. Okay. And then to White Lion we get 6 of these guys. Nice. 1. Not the testes. 2. No more bones. 3. Give me the hide. 4. 5. Please be another white fur. 6. Dadgummit. Oh, man. I feel like I want to use our scavenger kit on the White Lion deck. I would really like a broken lantern scrap, but I think we need to try to get that last piece of fur. Just in case. I think that's the better move, because I think we have 2 pieces of fur and we need 3. According to the Caterium, right? Because we have the headdress, the helm, and the coat. So we need 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So it definitely needs to be on that. Everybody cross your fingers, please. I could use the help to pull this white fur. Yes! Huge. Huge. That's so nice. There's one more and it was almost at the bottom. Oh, it was worth it. The fight was worth it. Now we can be done with him. Okay. So the first thing we gotta do is one of these. How many times are we gonna shuffle these? AJ, if you are still in here, why don't you give us a number 1 through 10, if you wouldn't mind, to see how many times we should shuffle these events before we pick one. And if you're not in here or don't feel comfortable, that's just fine too. Mike and Titan. 4. 4, I love it. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Heat wave. It is impossibly hot. Any returning survivors with heavy or fur gear have heat stroke and may not depart this lantern year. Lingering effects. The heat wave prevents science and education endeavors. If you depart with heavy gear in your grid, set your survival to 0 after applying all bonuses. Okay, not bad. Nobody's dead. That's big. So we have heavy on Elena, so Elena cannot go out next hunt. And I believe leather is also heavy. It isn't? Do any of us have heavier fur? Nice. So it only affected one person, and she needed a break. She's gone out on a lot of hunts lately. The superheated beverage is sweet. 1 fresh acanthus, 5 organs, 4 bones, a permanent strength. That's cool. Okay, we'll leave Heatwave out there so that we remember. And then now we have to go read Glowing Crater. Oh, I'm so excited about this one. Glowing Crater unlocks the Dragon King for us to now fight. Right here. I'm a little bit terrified for Slender Man. I know we're getting close to him. So let's close this up. Set it up here with Slender. And Dragon King. Okay. So we are now doing Glowing Crater. There is the artwork. Glowing Crater. A secret glimpse becomes an obsession. A fiery light slices through the sky. Nominate a survivor. They are the only witness. The witness sets out... Oh, I guess we should nominate a witness, huh? Do we have anybody going for Fist and Tooth? I could have sworn we did. Oh, that's right. They got their arm cut off. That's right. We'll send them out there. Rima is headed out as our witness. The witness sets out into the dark, certain that their fate awaits in the place the light landed. They gain the Destined disorder. We're familiar with this from last campaign. Destined, if you do not depart, lose all survival and insanity. Gotta go. Gotta go on hunts. They reach a steaming crater's edge in time to see a pale, slender form emerge from a massive steam-filled husk. A piteous sigh falls over the surroundings like a heavy pall as the naked form strides away, unscathed and unmoved. The witness dives into the crater, sending glittering embers of paper ash into the air. Breathlessly, they sift through the debris. searing their hands on the still burning remains. The nominated survivor gains the Destiny Husk Rare Gear and Acid Palms ability. Acid Palms. When rolling to wound with fist and tooth, add a d10 strength to the wound attempt. So they got sharp for their fist and tooth. The witness arrives at the settlement wearing nothing but a milky green membrane held tight around their body by their burnt up hands. In their eyes is a boundless look of peaceful resignation. You may now hunt the Dragon King. So we'll add it here. Dragon King. Very, very nice. So let me add it on this sheet as well. And Acid Palms is sweet. Oh, we need the husk. Where ya? Urch. Husk of Destiny. Oh, so it kind of sucks a little bit. Husk of Destiny. Your destiny is fulfilled. You are always insane. So that is on Rima specifically. So we'll throw that in theirs. Oh, I gotta add it first. Sorry. Husk of Destiny. And unfortunately, we were forced to take the Twilight Sword. No desire on our own part, but unfortunately we found it in a dream. Nothing you can do about that. Can you mark this as cursed? Nope. Alright, good stuff. Oh, we had one more, right? Rumbling in the Dark. Ooh, the Dung Beetle. Dung Beetle Night story event. Very cool as well. I did not know they came on the same year. Where's Mr. Dung Beetle? There he is. AJ, are you familiar with the Kingdom Death game, my friend? Let's close that. Pick it up. Stick it. Alright, what do we say it was? Rumbling in the Dark. Ooh, my gosh. Okay, Rumbling in the Dark. A low, constant rumble woke a woman. Why is it not? It's not letting me move. Not really. So, yeah, pretty much. It's a Kickstarter board game. Basically, it is your settlement. So we have created a settlement with some survivors, and we keep them safe against all these monsters that they go hunting for resources. These resources we turn into weapons and gear. Uh, it was a tabletop game, and the creators of that tabletop game built a computer program, an app on the computer for it. So it's got most of the game in digital form. So that's kind of the easiest way to play it together over large distances, is to just because you can get multiple people in the same game room. And I've met all these guys just from streaming. I used to stream. I didn't stream. I used to just post the videos of me playing it live on my table. So I did. This is like our fourth campaign. Um, but it's a very immersive game. There's awesome context. Every time you play through it, it's different. There's tons of different stories, different monsters you can hunt. So if you're interested in the game, or just interested in hanging out with us and learning the game and being a part of it, you're more than welcome to hang around. In the YouTube description, we do have a Discord linked. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Discord, but we communicate through that. Like if stream times are going to change, or if you had any questions about the game or whatever, that's where we hang out. So I'm gonna read this real quick. So rumbling in the dark. A low constant rumble woke a woman sleeping on the ground. She quietly shifted her bedding aside and lowered her ear to the ground. Something strange was happening out in the darkness. In a breathless moment, the woman's wonder overcame her fear, and she set out to find the source of the tremors underfoot. Nominate a female survivor. That survivor gains +1 permanent strength. I'm thinking either our bow woman or Aerith with those guitars. That could be nice. And they have a red fist. Idril is our swords person. Could be nice to have a swordsman with permanent strength, too. That's a tough call. Aerith is pretty strong. She's got 3 permanent strength right now. I don't know. That sword does gain sharp when she gets it. I'm going to give it to Idril. I think you guys will be okay with that. So permanent strength to Idril. As long as she doesn't die. They're not going to give her permanent strength to kill her, right? Alright, next page. There she is. There's our dung beetle knight. Oh, sorry, that's blocking it. There's our dung beetle knight right there. The woman followed her feet, feeling her way toward the rumble until it became a quake. Ahead, she saw a peculiar figure struggling to push massive sphere up a hill. The object appeared quite heavy, and the creature faltered often, losing ground. Each time it did, it redoubled its efforts and rolled the massive weight back up the hill, shaking the ground anew. At first glance, the struggle appeared clumsy and pathetic, but as she watched, the woman was taken by the creature's unrelenting perseverance. Even after the monster crested the hill and vanished, its noble form and simple mission stayed with her. Admiration was too weak a word to describe her feelings. The nominated female survivor gains the Vermin Obsession Disorder. Vermin Obsession. While there is a bug spot terrain tile on the showdown board, you are so overwhelmed you cannot spend survival. Okay. The woman quietly stole back to the settlement, waking no one. Although the others slept soundly, she remained awake, invigorated by witnessing such dedication and exertion. She searched the settlement for the smoothest object she could find, and began to roll it, emulating the monster. She would teach the settlement its ways and show them perfect persistence. Gain the round stone training innovation. Let's go over here. I'm sure we are going to have to add it custom. Roundstone training. So roundstone training is an education, so we can choose to train for a resource and an endeavor. So on a 1 you get motion sickness, on a 2 you get the cross-arm block fighting art. 3 through 8 is the tumble fighting art, which is a nice one. 9+ you have a serene moment, gain 3 insanity, and the carapace of will or propulsion drive secret fighting art. You may now hunt the dung beetle knight. Add it to the quarry list. So we got Dragon King and Dung Beetle Knight this year. That's cool. So we'll close that up. Add him real quick to this one, and then we got to get to all our goodies. All our resources we worked so hard for. Okay, so our survivors made it home. Elena was wearing her lion armor. It was so hot that she has now got heat stroke, so she will not be going out with us next year. Let me throw in the timeline. We got heat wave in our settlement events. Okay. We have a ton of resources. Let's innovate right off the bat before we forget. So we'll take a monster organ, a monster hide, and a monster bone. Sacrifice those 3. Burn them. And an endeavor. Down to 4. To innovate. Now, AJ, this is all going to be very confusing and very fast-paced. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I can direct you to the playlists in the Discord too. Like the first playlist we did kind of explained all the rules as we went through them. But just feel free to ask. Mike is great with rules. Titan is great with rules. So we'll help you out if you have any confusion or questions. So right now I burned those 3 resources and sacrificed an endeavor, which we get for successfully killing the monster, to draw 4 innovations. These innovations help our settlement. In some way, they're going to make us better as a settlement at home. So one of these is bed. So it gives us the chance to heal broken arms, broken hips, broken ribs, ruptured muscles. Face painting is probably what we're going to pick because it helps us on the intimacy story events so we can help repopulate our settlement. Nightmare Training's decent, Shrine's better. Face painting it is. I'm really surprised we got it that easily, actually. We've been hoping for that. Okay. Alright, so I think we should start by building the lion set. So we need the 3 hide, the 3 fur, 2 hide, and a bone. So 1, 2, 3, the 2 hide. Oh, I messed these up. Oh gosh. I just combined. We need monster hide out of there. That's it. And a bone. Get rid of this stupid great cat bone. We have 100 of them. And that completes the white lion armor set, which is really nice, actually. It's not an amazing set of armor, but it's just nice that we were able to complete it. So I'm going to drop these here because I don't quite know where we're putting them yet. Probably not on the archer. Definitely not on the archer, actually. It'll go to the Qatar person. A lot of decks, actually. Yeah, there's resource decks for specific monsters you kill, generalized decks. You can any of your resources that we don't use, we can throw into storage to maintain. So it's not quite like a deck building, but you definitely do some farming. So we got the set of lion gear. Now I would really, really like to get that Twilight sword so bad. The replica flower sword. So I think I'm going to make you guys... We need to try to track down 1 more scrap. All we need is 1 scrap because we have an iron and 1 scrap in storage. So if we can get our hands on another scrap, we can try to turn it into iron. Right? Don't we have heat and... Oh no. We don't have weapon crafter yet. Or is it... No, it's scrap smelting that we need. And do we have that? We don't have it. So we need the weapon crafter first. What's it cost to build the weapon crafter? Weapon crafter is 3 bones and a hide. We do have it. What's in our storage? 6 bones. So we'll get rid of 1, 2, 3. And I guess we'll spend this as a hide to build the weapon crafter. Because then I think we could technically special innovate scrap smelting. Oh crap, it's expensive though. Isn't it? It is. 2 scrap, 5 bone, and 5 organ. I may take that back. You guys gonna care if I take that back? Forbidden Dance? What do you mean Forbidden Dance, Titan? We ain't got Forbidden Dance. I think I'm gonna take that back so we can make another pickaxe. Because we're gonna need this. So we had to. So I'm gonna turn this into leather. Oh, it's a lope location? Okay, 1 second. I gotta put these bones back. Because we're not gonna do that. Stone circle. Harvest ritual. Oh. Oh. But we don't have Forbidden Dance. Gotcha. Yeah, so I'm going to spend that. I'm going to spend an endeavor to turn that into leather, that hide into leather. And then we'll spend that leather and this perfect bone to build another pickaxe, since we snapped our last pickaxe on that last hunt. Where'd I put it? Did I throw it in the garbage? I think I did. Snag another... Oh, it's in the bonesmith. Bone pickaxe. Okay, so we've replaced that so that we could get another iron, because we have an iron here which is huge. If we can get 1 more iron, we can basically build that replica flower sword. And that replica flower sword is an absolute demon. So if we put the rest of these into... So we put a broken lantern in, a love juice, and that's it for those 2. So that gets rid of this and this. And then we have a bunch of white lion items. 2 great cat. We got so many great cat bones. A lion claw, lion testes, and sinew. Gross. And last but not least, strange resource, iron. 1 down, 1 to go. 1 more iron and that sword is ours. We do still have 3 endeavors. With not a ton to spend them on. We could maybe spend them here. So we can try to find fluid, and if we can roll a 6 or higher, we could depart normally. That might be nice, to try to not take damage to leave with that heavy gear. Let's do that, at least once. So I need to roll a 6+ on this chart to depart with heavy gear normally. Show me a 6+. Yeah. So 8+, your settlement finds enough fluid to deal with all the heat. So we may endeavor normally. So we can do science and education endeavors too. So this is completely done. We defeated it. I don't know if we have any science ones. So Gimli is a matchmaker, and Aerith is a matchmaker. So we can trigger automatic intimacy, but we know how risky that is. We're down to 12 population. I would be down to try. We could try it, because I think Grima is also... AJ, I'm not sure if you're familiar with like the Lord of the Rings scene, but we've kind of got a Lord of the Rings naming system going here. Kind of. Grima is actually an absolute freak in the sheets. Has basically fathered this entire uh, community himself. It's been Grima and Rhea actually. So, I mean, I don't want to waste matchmakers. So we'll spend one to trigger Aerith's matchmaker ability. And we're going to send Grima and Rhea. Spend the 2 endeavors on face painting. If you get it, that's plus 2 rolls. Well, if I spend it on face painting Titan, then I can't spend the endeavor on matchmaker. Because you do have to spend the endeavor to trigger it. I could do 1 and 1. I could do 1 on face painting and then try matchmaker. Let's do that. So we're going to spend 1 on face painting. We'll come down here to Founder's Eye. So we will roll a d10 on Founder's Eye. Something high. That's pretty high. Yep. So 4 plus gain plus 1 to all rolls on intimacy. And now we will trigger intimacy with Aerith for our last endeavor. And it's Grima and Rhea. Send them to the Freaky Shack. Because they have some business to attend to. Big rolls, high numbers only. 5 and 10. I believe 5 is good enough on its own to not hurt us. So let's go to intimacy. Okay. So we rolled a 5 that gets plus 1 to be turned into a 6. A new survivor is brought kicking and screaming into the world. The child's eyes are free of the ink that stained the founders' faces. The settlement gains plus 1 population. Serious, they're crazy. Can't ever get rid of those two. They're like rabbits. Female, random name. Come on. Discordia. Alright. I'll allow that for a random name. There's not many female Lord of the Rings characters either. I'd like to wait. Like we got Idril in here who's from Third Age. But outside of that, not really. So Rhea was the mother and Grima was the father. Nice. It's big. Alright, cool. We're also out of endeavors. So we are pretty much to the point of wrapping up here. We've spent all our endeavors. We've upgraded everything we have. Timeline-wise, we got another free year here. So we can hunt whatever we want. Do we want to go after a Dragon King next week? That might be kind of cool. So we'd have to take Aerith, Gimli, probably Idril, and then I want to take the Fist and Tooth guy that's got acid palms. Kind of bummed our Bowman is out. It's tragic. There's nothing we can do about that on here, right? Nope. So, any returning survivors with heavy may not depart. You may depart normally. You may depart. Okay. So I still don't think our bowman can go with us. But this will be one of my first times recreationally hunting the Dragon King. You think someone's gonna die, Mike? Let me go grab him off